Hi guys, welcome. In the series of core concepts, I am discussing with you core concepts of all the chapters of economics, and the topic which I have brought today for you is exchange rates and types of exchange rates. So let's discuss. Exchange rate. Now this topic is from the chapter balance of payments. So what is exchange rate? Exchange rate is the value of one currency in another currency. So what is exchange rate? Value of one currency in another currency. All right. Now, for example, if we say that $1 equal to 75 rupees. So this is the exchange rate. That is, if we give $1, what are we getting in return? That is called exchange rate. That is, if we are exchanging two currencies, what are we getting in return? That is called exchange rate. All right. Now point is, exchange rates are of various types. So what are the various types of exchange rates? Let's discuss them. All right, the various types of exchange rate is, first is fixed exchange rate. The various types of exchange rates are, there are three different types of exchange rates. Now this thing I told you, like what is exchange rate? $1 equal to 75 rupees. If I say like 1 euro is equal to $1.2. So it is also exchange rate. That is, when we exchange two currencies, what's the value of one currency in another currency? That is called exchange rate. Now this exchange rate, it is of three types. First is fixed exchange rate. Then we have floating exchange rate. All right, and the third one is which has features of fixed exchange rate as well as floating exchange rate. That is called managed floating exchange rate. Managed floating exchange rate. All right. Now, this fixed exchange rate. In case of fixed exchange rate, the exchange rate is determined by the central bank. All right. That is, here the central bank will decide what will be the value of $1 in rupees. So it will say whether it is 20 rupees or 15 rupees, whatever. All right. Now India followed fixed exchange rate till 1991. All right. India followed fixed exchange rate till 1991. Let me see the exact time till which we followed fixed exchange rate. Sorry, it's till 1992. We followed this till 1992. So we followed fixed exchange rate till 1992, and then we have floating exchange rate. In case of floating exchange rate, the exchange rate is decided by the market forces. It's decided by market forces. We can also say it is decided by supply and demand. We can also say it is decided by market forces of supply and demand. All right. So when I say, so here in this case, in fixed exchange rate, it is a central bank. For example, in India's case, RBI. In India's case, RBI will be deciding what will be the exchange rate. It doesn't matter what is the supply and demand of dollars and rupees in the market. It doesn't matter. What matters is what is decided by RBI. Floating exchange rate, market forces or supply and demand, or market forces of supply and demand, and there is no interference. No interference from the central bank. See, RBI will not interfere. And third exchange rate which we have is managed floating exchange rate. Now this managed floating exchange rate, this is the exchange rate which we are following now. Here, in this case, the exchange rate is determined by market forces, just like this, by market forces or say supply and demand, or say market forces of supply and demand. Actually, supply and demand are called the market forces. So in case of managed floating exchange rate is determined by market forces along with interference from RBI, interference from central bank. I'll write it next page. So in case of managed floating exchange rate, the exchange rate is determined by supply and demand along with regular interferences from RBI, from the central bank. In India's case, RBI. Alright. So you see this, in fixed exchange rate what is happening? Everything decided by the central bank. In fixed exchange rate what is happening is everything decided by the central bank. In India's case we would say everything decided by RBI. In floating exchange rate what is happening is nothing by RBI, everything as per supply and demand. And here in case of managed floating exchange rate is determined by supply and demand but with regular interferences from RBI. Now RBI will not be interfering on a daily basis. RBI will be interfering on regular basis. Say after 1 month, 2 months it will be interfering depending upon what it has to do with the exchange rate. Alright. So depending upon the situation. So if RBI wants that it has to keep the rupee depreciated, RBI will interfere. If it has to appreciate the rupee, it will still interfere. I'll discuss managed floating exchange rate also in next videos. Alright, that completes this video where I talked about what is exchange rate and what are the types of exchange rate. Alright.